Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel for my monthly goals video. You might have noticed that I didn't have one of these last month because your girl was slacking, but that's okay. It has kind of been summer break, kind of adjusting to things, trying to strike the right balance, even though balance isn't actually an achievable thing. I'm still striving for it the best that I can, but I'm trying to get back on track here, and that starts with a goals video and actually setting goals to achieve this month. For those of you that don't know, I try to do a goal setting video every month, and it centers around my Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets goals setting planner, and I love this thing. I actually realized, even though I didn't film a July video, I did set some goals, and while I didn't reach hardly all of them, I did reach a couple of them without even trying. I didn't even look at my power sheets in July. Hate to admit it, but it's the truth. But we're here, we're back, it's August, the beginning of the school year is coming. Prayers go out to all of you parents and teachers in whatever situation you guys are in. I feel for you, I am praying for you. I know this is crazy, but like it or not, the beginning of the school year is here, and I actually, under normal circumstances, really love the feeling that back to school gives, and it kind of just gives you that extra fresh start, right? We get a fresh start sometimes on our birthdays, we get our fresh start at the first of the year, and back to school is kind of like that extra fresh start for when you need one, right? So that's here. It's time to get back into the swing of things. I'm going to share with you my goals for the month of August. As per usual, the goals are divided up into monthly action items, weekly action items, and daily action items. Without further ado, let's just dive right in. Monthly action item number 1 is to use the Clean Mama Planner. I will post that video of the walkthrough of the Clean Mama Planner that I just got, and I have been using it and I have been really enjoying it, but I want to make sure I consistently use it. So one of my goals is to use it every single day to its fullest capacity. I don't want to have wasted my money, and I want to be able to put the resource to good use. My next goal is to complete Unit 1 of my nutrition certification. The particular program that I am in is divided up into 3 separate sections, which is awesome, and I want to do this in a pretty rapid fashion, but there's a lot of material to get through. And so the first unit is a smaller book. It is the smallest unit of all 3, and my goal is to get through the entire unit by the end of the month. I am already 2 of 5 chapters completed, and I'm only a couple of days into the month, so I'm on the right track to get that done. My ultimate goal is to actually be done with my entire certification by the end of 2020. That is a very, very ambitious goal, but I'm going to try for it nonetheless. So the first step is to finish Unit 1. The next goal is to set up my Daily Greatness Training Planner, which, hang on, I will get it for you. As a special treat to myself, I decided to repurchase the Daily Greatness 12-week training planner. I actually have a video of this on my channel that is several years old. We're talking like probably 3 or 4 years old, but it's the same product. The product has not changed, and what this is an in-depth daily planner for your training regimen. And I thought that since I was finishing up Lift 4 this week, and I was going to go into a couple of weeks of not knowing what I want to do, and then doing 10 rounds, and then figuring out what to do next, I thought it was a good time to like buckle down and really zero in on my fitness, because I've been hitting some really cool PRs lately, and amazing things have been happening in terms of my body and its capabilities. So I just want to kind of zero in on that and focus on that more, and this journal is going to help me. I'm very, very excited about it. I have started the preliminary work at the front of the journal. You can't really see that, but there is writing in there. And then I'm going to plan out all of my trainings, and then every single day you have a daily page that you're supposed to do to keep track of all of your goals and things you've done and gratitude and all that. You have weekly check-ins at the end of every week, and then you have monthly check-ins as well. So excited. So one of my goals is to like get this thing filled out and set up and ready to use. My next goal is wash my makeup brushes, which you would think would be simple, but I have a lot of makeup brushes and I really hate washing my makeup brushes. So it's legit that I've made this a goal for the month to wash my makeup brushes. Thankfully, I haven't been wearing makeup all that much. I don't wear it every day. I wear it once a week, usually when I'm filming, or twice a week. Like, I have not been wearing makeup. So it's not a horrible, dire situation, but I should be washing them a lot more frequently than I do. So it's overdue. It needs to happen. Another goal that just needs to happen is fix the printer. I'm very, very good at putting off tasks that I don't feel are an urgent need and or may make me have to talk to customer service. I hate confrontation. I hate talking on the phone. I hate all of those things. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. It is probably the Enneagram 9 in me. I don't like it. So I've been putting it off because there's the possibility that I will have to call customer service. So I'm putting it in stone. It's in my goals. I have to get this taken care of. I am the housewife. This is my job. Come on. My next goal is also my encouraging words for the month, and that is never miss twice. I heard this phrase in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear that we just finished up in my book club for July, and it was amazing. And never miss twice was something that really spoke to me because this book was all about habits and systems in terms of getting to your goals instead of creating goals themselves. And one of the primary things that you have to remember when tracking your consistency and working on your habits is the optimal goal is to never miss twice. And you can apply that to literally any habit ever. Never miss twice. So for me, what does that mean? It means my calorie goal. If I go way over and have an awesome, not bingeful, I was gonna say bingeful, but just like an overeating day, I ate more calories than I should have, totally fine. You can't do it again tomorrow. Never miss 2 days in a row. If you decide to skip a workout, totally fine, but you have to do the workout tomorrow. Whatever it is you put off, whatever habit it is you break, the only rule is never miss twice. My last two have to do with books. First, I have to read The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins, which is the Diva and the Divine Book Club book for August. And then I have gotten so behind on my reading of Harry Potter that I just need to finish the 4th Harry Potter book. I am 200 pages in now, and I am determined to finish that book this month so I can move on with the series. And now for my weekly action items. These are items that I have to do once a week. First up is complete a chapter of my nutrition training, which I'm already way ahead on that. I have done 2 chapters in the last week, so we're rolling with that. Next up is strength training 3 times a week. While I'm in lift 4, that is not a problem, but I finished lift 4 this week, which means I have a couple of weeks where I don't have a plan yet. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do body pump. If my equipment shows up, I did order a barbell and weights. If that shows up, I will be doing body pump and sign up for Les Mills and actually like get back into my original groove with that program. Or I'm going to have to come up with my own program and plan for how I want to work out for I think 3 weeks before the end of August and 10 rounds hits. So with me not having a plan, it would be very, very easy for me to be like, oh, my workout's going to be a walk. Oh, I'm just gonna go walk on the elliptical. And I have been loving the strength I have been gaining from lift 4, and I don't wanna lose that. So I want to make sure that I am strength training at least 3 times a week. Next up, we have publish 3 videos. I'm not gonna lie, the fact that I wrote this down is the reason that I'm sitting in front of the camera right now filming, because I'm like, I have to do this. I have to get this done. I've got goals and I'm still having a struggle. It's just gonna be a constant struggle. It's less of a struggle now that I'm starting to read all these self-help books that I find are actually really helping my mindset. It's actually pretty incredible, but I'm still struggling with, I don't wanna do it. Primarily because my husband's home all the time, and it just kind of adds this, I don't have my alone work day. It's just very weird, but I'm dealing, I'm coping. So my goal that is written down is to publish 3 videos a week and 1 blog post a week. And truly, the reason I want to do this is just to make sure that I'm creating the consistent habit of creating content. It's not just because I want to get videos out. Like, I love getting videos out for y'all, but the creation goal has everything to do with me learning how to actually not break promises to myself and keep up the work habit. That's what I'm trying to curate with this entire set of goals, actually. Goal for a walk 2 times a week, because now with my elliptical machine downstairs, it's very easy for me to not go outside. I was walking a whole lot during quarantine because it was really the only option I had for getting steps, but once we got the elliptical downstairs, my need to go for a walk completely disappeared. And summer is very rapidly coming to an end. I need to make sure I am embracing the Minnesota summer, even though we're not going anywhere or doing anything. So I need to make sure I get outside at least twice a week and go for an actual walk instead of just going down to the basement. Read for 5 hours. My ideal goal is to read for an hour a day, but I do know that that's not always a possibility. I'm trying very hard. I have a timer set and I'm working my way through being able to read for an entire hour, just divide it up. I usually do half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening, but things happen, life happens, and that's okay. So I kicked down the overall goal instead of being 7 hours a week to 5 hours a week to make it more obtainable. Next up is use my high and low days for calorie counting. This is also known as a little bit of calorie cycling. I'm not doing like the full-on legit calorie cycling thing yet, but in the Inner Circle program by Jordan Syatt, there is a specific program that involves high days and low days. And the difference is very, very small, but it's still significant enough where you should plan ahead. So why I'm doing this is because it gives me narrower numbers to work with, which is something that I could use alongside the training program and the training journal just to kind of up the ante a little bit. And it also provides flexibility for when my parents visit, because my parents are supposed to be coming unless something crazy happens, one of them gets sick or one of us gets sick or whatever happens. They're supposed to be coming mid-month, and that is going to mean a lot of food. That's gonna mean a lot of food because it's gonna be my dad's first time coming to see us. So of course we wanna show him all of the amazing restaurants that we have around here. We wanna show my mom. I'm trying to remember when Alice and my sister and my mom visited, we didn't really do a whole lot of like crazy adventuring into the restaurants and everything because my husband and I hadn't become acclimated to our new home yet. Now that we have a favorite pizza place and a favorite ice cream place and a favorite meat place. I mean, there's only one way to put it. It's a place we go to for really good smoked meats and the most amazing Brussels sprout dish you'll ever eat in your entire life. It's that good. And so we want to share all of this with my parents. The problem is it's going to be a whole lot of restaurant food in a very condensed period of time. So by me practicing at the beginning of the month, doing calorie cycling minimally, it will hopefully set me up for I need to drop my calories pretty drastically at the beginning of the week that they're here so I can save them up for the weekend when they are here so I can indulge and enjoy guilt-free. That is my goal, to be able to rack up at least a reasonable amount of calories to save for later. So whether you do calorie cycling every other day and it looks like this, or you drop your daily calorie goal so you can have more on the weekends, either way is successful. So I'm going to be messing around with both just to see what happens. Why not? And then of course my last weekly goal is weekly date night, which is non-negotiable. My daily action items, which I have not been good at yet this month, guys. I'm a couple days in, but I haven't done a lot of them actually. First up is morning pages, which I have not done once this month. Next up is an ab challenge, which I don't have like a set ab challenge, but I'm working on my core. I really want to kind of cinch that up a little bit more because that's like my trouble area right now. I mean, it's a lot of women's trouble area, but like that's the part that's really making me a little bit angry. And so what I want to do is I want to focus on it just a little bit more. I don't have like a set calendar arranged by somebody else. I'm just kind of making sure I do like 100 reps of something. I can divide it up and do, 25 of one thing, 25 of another thing, whatever. I just need to make sure that I'm taking dedicated time of at least probably 10 minutes and doing exclusively abdominal training every day. That I have done since the beginning of the month, except for Sunday, which is my rest day. 6 a.m. alarm has not been going well. I've been getting up between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. I actually came up here today and looked at that and then went, oh shoot, I'm supposed to be setting my alarm for 6. I have to get better about that. I'm on a no spend because why not? I invested a lot of money in Diva and the Divine in the last month or so, and I need to not be spending frivolously in order to make up for that, which I have no problem with, and that goal I have been nailing. And then my last goal for the month of August is use what I have, which kind of ties back into the no spend if you think about it. I'm really getting into using up all of the things that I have before going and buying more, mainly because I want it all out of my house. But you don't just throw this stuff away. We're talking like skincare. I'm trying really hard to use up all of my random skincare because I really want to get exclusively down to the single brand that my facialist wants me to use, but she's the one who said, no, you're not going to buy any new product until you've used up what you have at home. Don't waste your money. But once you make that transition over into this brand, that's where I want you to stay, which I'm totally good with. But in order to be able to go shopping, I have to use up what I have first. So we're talking skincare, we're talking candles, we are talking soaps, we are talking shower gels, shampoos, and other random hair products, tea that I have. My favorite tea season, holiday season, is coming and like sooner than I would care to admit, and I'm not allowed to buy anything unless I'm out of everything else. Like, we're using things up, and my essential oils, I want to use all the things, mainly as an excuse to go shopping, but that's literally gonna take me months. So every day I wanna make sure I am focused on actively using something I'm working on using up. I hope that makes sense. So there you go. Those are my goals for the month of August. I'm really, really excited to kind of be getting back into the groove of let's get crap done, which feels really good. Although, like, seriously, like I said earlier, all of the books I've been reading the last couple of months have really gotten me jazzed about things. Like right now we're in the 5-second rule, Mel Robbins, and I'm like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's do this, baby. And I'm really, really pumped about it. I'm looking forward to making big strides in many areas of my life, and I'm really looking forward to taking you guys along with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really helps me out. And if you haven't already joined the Diva and the Divine community, what are you waiting for? Just click that little red button and you will be a member of our team. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Take care, and I'll see you next time.